2002, there's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Watson on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Watson. It's hauled in by Ellington. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
On second down, here's Trubisky. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
On third down, Trubisky. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? the better a route runner you are, the more confidence you guys have.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On second down, Trubisky. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Whitney Merciless with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He went all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
He still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Boy, another example there of how you've just got to be fearless to go over the middle in this league.
No doubt about it. And if you want to be known as a Pro Bowl type of a receiver, if you want to get to the Hall of Fame, you're going to have to make a good number of catches in that area. And how about the hit he took from the linebacker? That's where you really make it, because a lot of times that hit is coming from behind you, from over the top by a safety. In this case, it may well come from underneath with the linebacker dropping out from the middle.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go!
Hopkins, a man in motion left. Now a first down throw, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be resigned, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy team.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way.
Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 33 yards. And the Texans are in for 6. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Chicago's offense getting set to take over, and it's a crew, not only offensively but defensively, obviously, collectively. The 4 straight last-place finishes. That's what they're facing as they enter 2018. Now, if there's a silver lining, I guess, they did go from 3 wins to 5 wins last year.
But you're really exciting the fans on that one, aren't you?
I was reaching. And he's into the clear. The 30, 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 75 yards. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Charles, let's step into a conversation about Houston in 2017 as their offense comes back onto the field here. But just 1-9 in their last 10 games, finished 4-12. You and I know, though, injuries really ravaged this team.
Absolutely destroyed this team. And look, we focus on Deshaun Watson, the quarterback, and rightly so. He was probably going to be the rookie of the year. But when it started for injuries, it was defense. J.J. Watt, perennial all-pro, goes out early. Whitney Merciless, double-digit sack guy out. Brian Cushing, starting linebacker, out. When you start totaling up the injuries they had through the year, it's almost amazing that they made it through the entire season able to play the schedule. So that's what you're looking at with the Texans, who have been a defense-first team. If they can get everyone back healthy playing to their level and get Deshaun Watson back sparking the offense, optimism will be high in 2018.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Watson, flushed out right. And finding Fedorowicz. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. From the red zone now, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Texans are in for 6. No good. For the 2nd time now in this 1st half, he's missed an extra point. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive. Force the issue and try and bring pressure.
I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
And now running right through it. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go now. Back up, Philly. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He gets it to Sims, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Leopard! All right, here we go. Detroit!
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I tell you, on that first glance, I thought he got it easily. But the mark was not a real favorable one. As it turns out, they do give him the first down, but that was very close to going the other way.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Zach Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about. and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The final shot before the break, Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They go play action. Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB. And
I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it's 2nd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Oh, that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. Yeah. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. Again, it's Howard, able to fight through one tackle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now it's Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go now.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. That's complete to Meredith. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Chicago. Cameron Meredith, 67 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolved, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
Watson on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Mitch Unrein in there to bury him for a loss of 11. To throw on second is Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Slot man moves right. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Dancing to his left. Going deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there from 17 yards out. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On first down, they run with Howard. Shifts by him at the 25, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. On first and goal, Howard. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. Ball spotted at the 4. It's second and goal. Running with Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Skirts by at the 15.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. 3, 19.
On the toss play, Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Here we go. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Pernell McPhee from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here we go.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got it over the middle, Fedorowicz. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Here's Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Detroit! Here we go. All right, now, look at 56.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. Bulldozes past him. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game.
Detroit!
They go with Howard again. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And that will rise.